Okay, so we just arrived on Muizz Street. It is a 1 kilometer long pedestrian walkway, and it has the highest concentration of medieval architecture in the Islamic world. Already, as soon as you walk through the gates, where we just came in right here, I'm already loving it. It's very beautiful. There's a lot of chaos just outside the gate. The drive is nuts. So, driving in Cairo, I would hate to do, but I can't say I felt unsafe with the Uber drivers.
No,
they just have their flow.
There's no lanes.
Yeah.
That, like, if you don't know what's going on like us, it looks like pure utter chaos, and maybe it kind of is anyway, but at least you like are part of the
Incident-free chaos. I'm okay with that.
We're just not part. Well, I wouldn't say incident-free. Every car here is.
No, I mean for us.
Oh, for us, yes.
So far.
Right.
So you can see the walls behind. It is a beautiful area. So come take a little tour. Let's check it out. This building is beautiful. So this is a mosque that was taken apart. So we're in the Muizz Street. I don't know if it's Muizz, because that's how it's spelled, or Muizz. But they have this little miniature that has all of the major monuments of the city. Anyway, saw a sign there might be a bathroom here, so we're just waiting on Papa. No, I said hold Kai's hand. I am loving the street. There's shops out all over. This guy is carving into a plate like Egyptian hieroglyphs. It's freaking cool. There are cars driving down it, even though from what I read it's like a pedestrian area. So you just keep an eye out for that. But loving the doors, loving all of the sides. Obsessed with the architecture here. So you can see as we walk further and further that things are shutting down more and more. We are reaching iftar, where everyone goes home to eat with their family. So there's bread vendors out, food vendors, and they're selling all of their food to go home and break their fast together as a family. So the whole city gets really quiet for the next few hours. So we're not quite sure what we're gonna do at that time, but I'm excited to see the shift. And we're thinking we'll stay out later tonight so we can compare.
Hello.
So we just got out to the big first cross section. As you walk through the pedestrian area, you'll see where it crosses with the bazaar, and then the main road here. It is extremely busy. I kind of want to keep walking up that way, but we got to make a family plan. There is plenty to see, tons to buy, clothing, foods, drinks, knockoffs.
The only thing I'm looking for.
The only thing we're looking for is like some sunglasses. We might just be too early in the year for that. So we are enjoying our walk around. I love the chaos. I'm totally at ease here. This makes Mexico seem like everyone's been friendly. They wave the little blondie here all the time. All the girls her age always wave.
They always wave and say that.
We're having a great time. We got some snacks on the main road. We're headed back out here. The chaos.
I just saw some people fighting.
Roxy's a little nervous
breaking
because
out on the street.
Hey, listen, people are fasting. They're angry. It's no big deal.
We have no idea what
they literally started
they like
pounding
stopped
on the
their
car, punching each
One
other.
guy jumped out of the car, ran down the street. Like it was chaos, but I love it. So hopefully we'll teach our kids like different situations. You roll with it. We were clearly out of danger, so not to make a spectacle of other people. Like clearly they're having a rough day, but it is nice to see
They're
that
fasting. You can't
culture.
blame them.
It is nice to show the kids different cultures, and the chaos here like doesn't seem to rattle many people. All of your dreams come true. Finally get some henna.
Can I get a henna tattoo?
Today's Roxy's turn.
How much is it?
200.
Come off?
No, so these actually like dye your skin.
Isn't that bad? So do we wipe it off?
No, it's a natural dye. I don't know. We'll ask all the instructions.
Which one is she getting? The moon?
You'll see.
Fast.
I know, right?
Open fingers, okay?
Oh, beautiful.
Yes, Elon?
Yeah.
Bar bank to charge.
We got real genuine AirPods for $25.
I know, he told me.
Made a mistake.
Star.
Didn't stop.
Yes, star, beautiful. Oh.
If you take a tour through the bazaar, we'll be in someone else's YouTube video. They are right up to the shop. So if you're shopping, no big deal. If you're walking, just go in and look around because you're stuck anyway. It is wild. Also, we're loving the styles here.
I got my henna.
Yeah, we've got some henna. We'll tell you the story later. Some mistakes were made, but that's okay. First times for everything.
I'm like shocked diamonds and sunglasses.
I know. So
It's not
even if you're not into buying, shopping, anything like that, this is a beautiful area. The shops are actually set up so amazingly and just absolutely stunning and very friendly. So if you've been scared away from the shops, don't. If you are concerned about coming without a guide or having a great time without, just be firm if you're not interested and move on. So we found a little place to sit right next to the chaos of the bazaar. So we made our way from Muizz Street right into the bazaar, which is actually a really great way to do it. The Muizz Street was a little bit calmer, so we were able to slowly work our way into the madness. The kids are getting used to having people constantly, oh, come look at my shop, I have what you need. You know, the typical calls of any place. So we've been to markets in Italy, we've been to markets in France, we've been to markets in Mexico. This isn't any different, it's just multiplied and the space is quite tight. They are aggressive, but aggressive, oftentimes I think people think that means that they're mean. They're very kind, very friendly, but they are persistent. Consistently persistent. You're not supposed to eat that yet. The bread has been great. We're loving hanging around. So we found a place to sit and eat. The whole time you're here, they're consistently pitching. So even as we're sitting at dinner, there's people who are bringing bracelets for you to look at. There's women walking around doing henna everywhere. So with that, we'll tell you our henna story. Rox, let me see your hands. Rox has wanted henna for a while. Okay, so we found the lady that, and usually she chickens out at the last minute and decides she doesn't want to. So when this lady approached us and Roxy's like, oh, I want henna, I thought, we're just gonna go for it. Because she always at the last minute, it's like, no, don't worry about it. So we got the book, she looked through it, she found one she liked pretty quickly, which was also good. I should have taken the sign because right about then the lady got kicked out of a restaurant where she was using their table and chairs for her henna and they asked her to leave and I should have just walked away right then. But I was excited that Roxy had made a choice. I was excited that we're here, we're in the, let's just go for it. So she grabs her hand, she moves us to a different table, she does it real quick. The guy there was getting pretty upset too, so we shouldn't have done that. And then they try to upsell you. They always want to add more designs and stuff. Not a big deal, but it was a little bit sloppy because we're rushed and there's a guy standing there. The lady was super sweet, so at the end, hopefully Roxy's not too upset with me, but the artwork was not as promised. It's a little sloppy there. I think the fingers look really cool. So she started with this one and I was like, all right, this is gonna be awesome. And it got a little bit messier as we went. This one, unfortunately, a kid ran into Roxy as soon as we got there. She ran into her, so. But with the moon one, kind of messed up. Unfortunately, she only has to wear it for 2 weeks. I think it was a fun story, a fun thing, and the next time we do henna will be proper, sit down, take our time with someone who has their own space. We're shopping around. The call to prayer has started. Iftar has started, so people are out eating. Here's something that I have totally loved seeing is how they're taking care of each other. So a bunch of the shops are giving drinks to other shop people. They hand out dates, and it's very much a community feel as they all break their fast and they know that they've been all day hungry and thirsty. Kai, please don't touch the cats. There are cats everywhere. But you'll see in the shops, like, they just pop up sometimes on the floor, sometimes with a table. The family joins and they break their fast together, and I love the family orientation and the sense of community here is beautiful. So I really have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see it this quiet. Like, there's almost a hush now that the call to prayer has stopped. Everything is quiet, and the shop owners are super kind. They'll hop up to help you if you're interested, but definitely. Not okay. Now that dark has fallen, there's a whole new liveliness. People feel good because they've eaten. The shops are opening back up slowly, and it's really, this was the coolest way to experience this bazaar during Ramadan. Might have been like an unintentional win for us. One thing we didn't know was missing before was the treats. So now the treats are out. There's ice creams, all kinds. We have our son's hair is bleached blonde, and it has been really funny to see how many people try to touch it, and it makes him really like bothered.
Luckily, no one's done it to me yet.
He's a little bit adverse to being
just be like
touched
this
by anybody. Also, watch out for the motorcycles because they will not watch out for you. But I'm loving this. It's the best day ever. We're waiting for our Uber just outside of these gates here. It was
hanging out with famous people.
Stop it. That doesn't even make sense. We don't have that on here at all.
I know, explain. They had two separate groups of people stop and ask if they could get pictures with them.
Once was a young girl for Roxy who wanted a picture, and then there was like 3 women in the family, and the father asked if they could take pictures with me, so each one took a turn. I think they might think I'm someone I'm not, so if for some reason any of you are watching this, I'm sorry, I'm nobody. But it was very flattering and cute. We definitely enjoyed not being in the tour groups. We got a chance to really explore and see the way we want to. It wasn't intimidating for us, but we're pretty familiar with markets. It is chaotic as heck, and we loved every minute.
Very aggressive. I mean, they're not aggressive in a mean way, but they're, I wouldn't say persistent. They're like, come in, but they're not like, they don't like case you out or anything. No. They're just very, yeah, they just try hard, they work hard.
We bought a little bit of clothes, we got some snacks, we had a great time. We were here from, I think, about 3 o'clock, and then what time is it now? 7? Just 7. So it was nice because we got to experience 3 different markets, kind of like the crazy before the fast breaking was much different than what it is right now. And the further into the night it gets, the more fun it gets. There's people everywhere.
That's the road.
Chaos.
That's the standard Egyptian driving. So.
And what I've heard and experienced, what we both heard and experienced is that the horns have their own language here, and so you just kind of learn to be part of it. Anyway, we had a great time in the bazaar today.